Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. Larson, can I get a whoa? Whoa! That was like the Ric Flair from the Iron Claw movie version of woo.
It was just elongated.
Yeah. Well, you know, whoa was the fake Ric Flair there. Anyways.
Whoa.
So, yeah, the whoa is for Cody Rhodes because he is once again, what is this, a three-time
undisputed WWE champion. This went down pretty much exactly.
Universal champion?
No, they took the Universal out of the name. It's undisputed.
Oh.
Yeah, he beat Drew McIntyre, main event of Smackdown tonight, as expected. It went down pretty much as we thought. Jacob Fatu costing Drew the match. Kind of a make good for 3 Stages of Hell a couple months ago. So we're getting Cody versus Randall Keith Orton at WrestleMania. Randy was just he was super delighted, happy to kick off the show. He was in great spirits.
He was in great spirits. Yeah, he was. Then he was like, I don't really care who wins. I'm good with whoever.
Yeah, basically.
And then he gave Trick Williams an RKO.
So I guess we're getting this Mania match. It'll be the night one main event, I guess.
I mean, I feel like we've talked about this scenario because it was such a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
What do you have a new angle on this?
I do.
Good.
There's something to talk about because we saw backstage segments with Cody and Sami Zayn, Randall Keith Orton and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, these are my favorite.
Where Sami is giving Cody the business about getting another title opportunity, even though he lost the chamber. And he's like, where's my second chance? And Cody just unloads. There's no effort from Cody's part, any measure of understanding.
I understand where Cody's coming from. I'm preparing for my match. Don't bring me Sami. Your neurotic bullshit right now where you're having this clear, crisis of confidence / midlife crisis. I don't know what this is, but Sami claims that he came over there to, say, good luck, Cody. I'm pulling for you. And then, instead he says another opportunity falls in your lap. And Cody's like, fuck off, go away, scram. He's like, what do you want from me? You're just trying to politic. He said, you're trying to politic for a title shot. And Sami's like, I'm so sad with myself. Pity party over here, table for one.
Sad sack Sami, yeah.
Yeah.
But then also, he goes up and talks to Randy, and he says, how do you do it? How did you do to Cody what Cody did to me?
I like that.
It's simple.
I really like this part. I
like that they approached it because it was obvious that they had the similar things happen at Chamber as well as Cody winning his qualifier. And Randy just breaks it down real simple. Sometimes you got to be selfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he says, and then Sami's like, well, doesn't that make you a bad person?
That was the one line where I was like, what are you, 5 years old?
I know. There's a better line there.
There definitely was.
And Randy says, I don't know, but it does make me a 14-time champion. That struck a nerve with Sami because that's what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wish y'all luck at WrestleMania. I think you got it. He's like really rooting for Randy. What's the possibility that Sami Zayn, whether it be jealousy, anger, resentment, whatever, cost Cody the title at WrestleMania and Randall Keith Orton is a 15-time world champion?
It's Randy Orton. You absolutely cannot. It would not shock me, number one, for Triple H to want to put Randy Orton, the guy that he did his damnedest to make back 20 years ago, to elevate him above, and I know this might be a shocker to some people, but to elevate him above the game to get to number 15 because they're tied at 14. It wouldn't shock me if over the next 5 years of Randy Orton wrestling, they might toy with the idea of having him tie John Cena or eclipse John Cena. I think that's not out of the realm of possibility. You would need a lot more.
I'd be pretty surprised if he bested Cena's record.
So would I, but it also wouldn't surprise me because he's Randy Orton. And I never thought that Cody versus Randy was a lock in any way, shape, or form, I probably would, go Cody 65-35 or 70-30.
Yeah,
But
Cody up with about a 4 to 5 confidence point on a 7-match card.
out of 7, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's Randy. Nobody would complain if Randy had the title. Nobody would complain. And Cody might be more interesting just simply on the chase. There's plenty of fresh matchups for Randy. Randy's insanely popular. It's sort of because he's been around for so long and he's been as popular as he has been for so long, it kind of gets buried a little bit under the Punks, the Codys, the Rheas. Randy's up there, man. He gets a worldwide. He can go into somebody else's hometown and get a bigger reaction than that other person. And that's like the majority of the roster I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
Randy is incredibly popular.
Yeah.
And I think what a terrific story of Sami Zayn. He's like, okay, I'm bad guy now. And he does that. Yeah, if he gets kind of crazy, I think that'd be terrific for Sami Zayn.
Yeah. And it gives Sami a story, and if it leads to him having to come to grips with what kind of person he wants to be to become champion, there could potentially be some interesting stuff there.
Yeah, and on top of that, if he becomes a heel there's a couple ways you can approach this. If Sami decides, because Sami's the kind of guy who, and historically you can say this of him, he's all in as a character. He's all in on whatever he does. When he was the documentary filmmaker guy, he was all in on the conspiracy theory stuff. When he was Bloodline, he was blood in Bloodline, man. He was all about it. He was willing to take all that abuse. He was all in. So what kind of heel would that version of Sami Zayn be? Would he be kind of a locked in crazy guy? Would he be a desperate, like, I'm doing this out of desperation because I can't really bring myself to be the bad guy and it's really fucking with me? How would you approach the Sami Zayn character like that?
I think the idea of him wrestling with the concept of having to be a selfish, potentially nasty individual to achieve what he wants would probably be the most interesting route, assuming they took the time both on TV and in the writer's room to really flesh it out and not make it one-dimensional. Like Sami has shown, he has the abilities as a performer to portray the subtleties of character necessary for really affecting drama. I just hope they give him assuming this is the path they're going, I just hope they give him the opportunity to do that, because, if the plan for him is to be a world title contender this time next year, there could be some really interesting stuff, especially with him versus Cody at Mania next year for the title.
Paul Heyman has recently said we should be thinking about 43 right now.
Yeah.
And it's entirely possible that they build this year-long story for Sami, culminating in his win at WrestleMania next year. And I guess he'd be it's kind of wonky, because if he's going to be a bad guy leading up to that, Saudi in some ways has embraced him as, assuming things calm down over there, which is no guarantee at all, might become a quagmire. But assuming things still happen there, Saudi Arabia has embraced Sami the way he has embraced Saudi Arabia. And so it could be considered home-ish territory for him. And it would be interesting if the road to Saudi Arabia was Sami's bad guy. Well, he gets there and he's welcomed as a hero. That dynamic would just be kind of interesting.
It would be. And that dynamic as well would be interesting to see how it would inform whatever he's wrestling with as a character too. It's not just a simple, like when Bret Hart was a heel. He was a heel in the States, huge baby face in Canada,
Yeah.
But there's a very clear delineation, and his reception in Canada didn't really influence his actions, period,
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if they went the route of he's wrestling with the idea of what he has to do, the levels of selfishness he has to reach to achieve what he wants. In that environment would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. We also had, after some amount of controversy over was it real, was it fake, social media interaction between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley, their face-off tonight, pretty standard. I mean, it didn't even feel like good guy, bad guy stuff. This was just, I'm strong, you're strong. You can do things and I can do things.
Well, it was pretty much Jade saying, "Look, I'm stronger than you. I got more muscles." And Rhea says, "Well, yeah, you got more muscles, but you work out for aesthetics."
Yeah,
is how she put it. I work out to fight.
Yeah,
and so we're gonna fight, and because I work out to fight, I'm gonna win.
You're not gonna get up from my riptide, but I can get up from your.
I could take your best shot and get up.
Yeah. Commentary sort of backhandedly referenced their social media interaction, but nothing directly. There were no screenshots. They didn't really talk too much about it. And certainly it wasn't referenced in the ring.
They probably don't want screenshots of tweets mentioning WWE creative and stuff like that on the TV show. So
probably not. Yeah. Probably a little bit of breaking the fourth wall there, I guess.
Or Rhea responding with Jade breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. Wade, what does she mean talking to creative? Who is this creative? Who spends hours talking to? We're talking about craft service. We're talking about the catering. So yeah, I mean, not the most exciting way. It's just, let's get him in the ring together. I could just hear Pritchard. Let's get him in the ring together.
Yeah.
See what it looks like.
See what happens.
See what happens. The crowd reacts to it.
And it was, I guess
get that guy out of there.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I don't really know where they can go from here. They can do the thing where they have arm wrestling matches.
Yes, please. It'd be sick.
Like feats of strength.
Do a pose off. Just look, copy paste what Triple H and Scott Steiner did.
Oh, that worked so well.
Yeah. Oh, no, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. No, you don't want to do any of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, what are we gonna do next week? Well, let's map this out. What we got?
So next week, Jade has
6 weeks.
A non-title match against Mia Yim.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which Jade will probably win.
Yes.
And it'll be something post-match with Rhea.
Yeah, or she'll look into the camera and draw at the camera saying, "Rhea, that's what you can expect." You know, she'll show Rhea what she can do, what she's going to do to her via Mia.
Yeah. That could be it too. But again,
yeah, I know. And then Rhea will do the same thing to somebody else.
Yeah. She'll squash somebody on Raw and say, "That's my best shot." I doubt you can get up from that. But still,
yeah. I wonder if she's going to be on Raw or if she's going to just stick around SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah, if that's going to be sort of the extent of it, there's not a lot of fire there,
No, it's not really much story. The match is made, is booked.
Yeah.
It's creative's job at this point for us to get for them to get us interested in it beyond just the magnitude of the star power involved, which is massive.
Yeah, there's 6 weeks of television.
I know. And yes, Jade and Rhea are both massive stars.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the match.
And the marquee value is enough to get me to tune in. But if you really want me to care about the outcome, you got to give me some story.
I want to. I at least need some intrigue, which comes with story. Yeah, I don't know. Rope. Well, you're not going to rope anybody else.
No, I should say not. If you want me to care, I do care because I like both performers and I think they're great. Care about the
stick
outcome.
by what you said.
No,
what
I mean is care about who wins and who loses. That's what I mean.
Entertain me. That's the whole point. The E in WWE stands for entertainment. Entertain me. Yes, and I mean story. Don't back up from that. Look, it's a big match, but you become invested. Right now, I'll be honest. I am probably 80-20 on Rhea on this one. I think that she's going to win because she's a big deal.
So
and
6 conference points on a 7-match card.
Yeah, they never use Jade. They never use Jade. Like she just doesn't do much.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going to put it on Rhea Ripley, because Rhea's like their biggest star. And then there's all sorts of matches waiting for Rhea, including Io Sky. So then it just needs, can you try to put some doubt into my mind? At least do that.
Yeah.
At least aim to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to follow the same kind of template they did with, they'll probably do with a lot of the major stories or matches, for Mania, is just have them in the ring and talk a bunch of shit to each other.
Yeah, and then like the next week they'll do like a pre-filmed interview, and
They'll
then
be
the next
side by side at one point, and there'll be a contract signing.
Honestly, it should be 6 weeks of side by side, like split screens.
Yeah,
it should be that, because those always go well.
Oh, those are always fantastic.
There was one good one.
It was
Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that was good. I remember Austin Aries and Neville having a decent one. And they were feuding for the cruiserweight title. That one was all right.
Was Neville depressed Neville at the time?
No. He was before that. He hadn't lost to Enzo yet.
Pac is such a wonderful promo.
Oh, really is.
He's such a wonderful promo.
But
he hadn't lost.
Yeah, it's, there's so many of these WrestleMania matches that are booked now. There's only so many of them, but it's just kind of thin on the. Granted, we're 6 weeks out. Hopefully, there's some depth, some complexity, some twists and turns. I'm not expecting it, but I gotta hope.
Like a video package, a pull-apart brawl, another video package.
Yeah, the complexity of a pull-apart brawl.
I mean, that's the most likely outcome.
It is, but just give me something to sink my teeth into. So I'm like, I can't wait to see these two wrestle beyond marquee value,
At least Tiffany and Charlotte had, is this going to get ugly?
Yeah.
Which I'm not in favor. I would just do your job and craft a story.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But there was the intrigue of how awkward and is this going to get,
Yeah, right, yeah.
And I guess they could have went that route with Jade and Rhea. They chose not to, which is probably smart.
That's a good move, yeah. They probably honestly like each other. I don't know. This whole social media thing, I don't know. Meltzer was so back and forth on it. He has no idea.
I know.
But
I mean, like and granted, Cody and Randy have a bunch of backstory. Let's see if they actually capitalize on their history to tell a story there.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But like
Rhea and Jade, get the cops involved. Do one of those bits.
So you want to do the copy and paste the build up to 35?
I'm cool with that. Yeah, but just don't put a third person in there. All right. Yeah, do the cop thing. Have somebody arrested.
Again, those are moments, but where's the story?
Somebody's getting arrested. That's a story. Haven't you seen Law and Order?
Yeah, no, but they're not going to do the whole. They're not going to do the whole the whole trial and all that. That's not going to happen. The next week they're going to be back wrestling, and they're not going to mention it.
Then they can sell a mugshot shirt.
Yeah, they did that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, dude. Look, I'm not expecting twists and turns, but ramp up the intensity and a good old fashioned arrest ramps up.
So we're going to have the four major matches, the top 4 matches for WrestleMania. They have 4 pull-apart brawls, 4 instances where one of the competitors is going to get arrested, 4 mugshot shirts.
Cody and Randy will be interesting if Sami does keep on sticking his head in things.
Yeah. And
they reference their history. There's a lot that you can do there. You can write that shit in your sleep. I'm not. You don't need a lot of effort for Randy Cody.
You wouldn't think so.
You don't. If they hit the snooze button on that, Jesus.
Then they're just coasting.
Then they're just like, it's the batch. The batch sells itself.
I know.
Put them out there.
I don't like that attitude. It's complacent. Oh, the match sells itself. Give us.
No, I hate that too. Give us something. There's a lot to work with,
and that's all I'm asking for. I want to be invested in the outcomes of these matches. That's what I'm saying.
Put them out there. See what happens.
Yeah, that's not the right way to do it either. You got to give them something to work with.
We got something to work with. It's called our sponsors for the week, Larson. So let's go ahead and talk about them.
Let's do it. This episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by BetterHelp. International Women's Day is coming up March 8th on Sunday. So let's all celebrate the women in our lives. I'm going to give a huge shout out to my incredible wife who's put up with me for more than 20 years, even though I'm sure there were a lot of times when I wasn't much fun to be around when I was dealing with severe anxiety in my mid-20s. But thanks to her strength and her support and the help of a therapist, I was able to learn the tools I needed to better cope with my anxiety.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally. And BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can put your focus on your therapy goals.
All you got to do to get started is fill out a short questionnaire that helps identify your needs and preferences. And BetterHelp's 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations.
Your emotional well-being matters. Find support and feel lighter in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/raw. That's betterhelp.com/raw.
And this episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by Prize Picks. We love ourselves some hoops here at Going in Raw. We love basketball.
We love basketball.
And I'm a massive stats nerd, and I feel like I found a way to merge those two interests with Prize Picks.
Prize Picks makes every dunk, diamond board that much more exciting. And right now, you can shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Getting started with Prize Picks is easy. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in.
You can pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. With Prize Picks, how you play is up to you. Say you think Wemby is going to have a massive night, and you want to pick more on points, rebounds, and three-pointers made. Well, with Stacks, you can do that and pick all of them in the same lineup. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the largest payouts, go for the Power Play. No matter your play, Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code GOINGINRAW to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code GOINGINRAW to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, man, let's go ahead and dive into the Smackdown.
Let's do it. Let's talk
about
other
stuff happened. We have new #1 tag team contender.
We do. Put together tag team at that.
Thrown together tag team.
But I guess, hey, they have history going back years.
Oh, yeah, they're buddies.
Priest in R-Truth.
Yeah.
I guess they could win. I don't know. I'm not expecting them to, but
who has the the MFTs have the tag titles.
Yeah, they're still
right
feuding
now
with the Wyatts, but I guess the Wyatts could potentially cost MFTs the titles and then have Truth and Priest win them.
I could see, dude. I could totally see. It's a feel-good moment.
What happened at Mania? Yeah, R-Truth wins the tag titles.
Yeah, I could see that. Put them out there. Have them win the tag titles. See what happens. That's going to be the fucking thing for this episode. I'm sorry, everybody, if you're over it already. Anyways, let's talk about this Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes stuff,
Let's
man.
Let's do that.
So, of course, after the heated confrontation, which they replayed at Elimination Chamber
a couple times, I feel like,
Drew runs into Aldis backstage. He's trying to finagle his way out of this match. He says, "Now I've calmed down. Let's be reasonable. We made an agreement when I won this. There's no rematch for Cody unless he wins the Rumble or Chamber. Make this right." And Aldis says, "Make it right? Reasonable? Time after time, you say you leave things alone and never do. You went back on your word and I went back on mine. Shut up and defend the belt, unless, of course, you want to forfeit." Drew says, "Oh, it's always me against the world. I beat Cody before and I will again. The only way he gets it is from my cold, dead hands." Aldis says, "Yeah, okay, cool. Lace him up tight." So later on, Cody Rhodes is interviewed by Kathy. She asks him about getting on that title path. That's when he says, "Kathy, I just want to point at that damn sign. The only obstacle that remains is Drew McIntyre. What I hope is the next time we speak, you're talking to the new champion." And that's when Sami Zayn walks up. And he says, "Cody, I know things have been icy the last couple weeks. Not trying to get in your head. It's crazy this is happening." Cody's like, "Oh, what's so crazy about it?" And Sami says, "Well, you beat me to qualify. I let it go after what you did. But you lost at the Chamber. The whole point is the winner gets a championship." I'm like, fuck, you didn't even qualify, Sami. Because of what he's talking about. He says, "And you lost. But you still get this match, and everything once again falls in your lap." And Cody says, "What is this? First chance, second chance, you're posturing and politicking for a shot. I haven't even won the damn thing." Sami's like, You think I'm being self-serving? You think I'm angling my way in, snaking my way in? Cody says, I don't know. You told me. Sami says, I don't know either. He yells it. He says, I came here to wish you good luck. So, good luck. If you may not believe it because of how I acted, but I want what's best for you. I'm rooting for you. We all know Larson. This is not a man who is rooting for Cody Rhodes.
No.
At all. He's rooting for Cody Rhodes to have bad things happen to him.
Yeah, he's rooting for Cody Rhodes to lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So we had Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, obviously, as our main event. They did not open with this.
It's interesting. Like, the first half of the match was fine. Then once the announce table accidentally broke when they were going to do a spot on there, then the match really picked up.
Yeah. I was a fan of this match. I thought
it was good. I thought the second half especially, I thought was very good.
It had a lot of good intensity to it. Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Jacob Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, Charles Robinson does one of those amazing, Little Nate does one of those amazing ref bumps. It was Cody going off the rope, doing a springboard off the ropes.
Disaster kick. And
for
Drew
a disaster
pulls,
kick.
Little Nate in the way, yeah.
Right, so he goes down. Eventually, Dan Engler, other ref, comes out. And Cody runs right into a Claymore. Cody kicks out of that Claymore. So Drew gets up and he's pissed off at Engler. He throws Cody into the ring post. Drew does. Drew does it a second time. He's starting to crash out. He stares at the ref, puts his hand on his shoulder, and then he gives him the big old Glasgow kiss.
Yeah, massive headbutt.
Yeah. So Drew goes out and grabs a chair. Jacob Fatu quantum leaps in, steals the chair away. Cody gets a roll-up for 2. Drew hits a future shock, goes for a Claymore. Cody ducks that. Cody gets a super Cody cutter. And then a Crossroads. He gets the win. Earlier, we saw Cody Rhodes deliver the most ridiculous Claymore I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think...
Drew's Crossroads looked pretty good, though.
It did. Yeah. My only complaint with this scenario is I feel like, yes, he did enough to totally motivate a WrestleMania match between Drew and Jacob Fatu. But I would have liked to have seen Jacob do a little bit something extra.
I know.
To really stick it to Drew. Not just, I took your chair to make sure he's like an enforcer.
It might be the situation where they didn't want Jacob to lead directly to Cody's victory because then Cody didn't win the match. Jacob helped him win it.
There's like another way to look at that, though. And that's you're keeping Drew, because I think you might be right. But I think if he does more, yes, it is helping Cody win the match. But we already know that Cody can win this match.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a little bit more to help Drew McIntyre because basically the match just sort of restarts after this, and it's like one-on-one and Drew loses straight up to Cody. Jacob doesn't help anymore. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, hey, if you want to hammer home that Drew McIntyre is enough of a threat, he needs a little bit more stank on that interference from Jacob Fatu.
Steve, I don't think they care about establishing Drew McIntyre as more of a threat.
That's pretty clear at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
he won. They should. That's a goal they should have.
Yeah, they should. We've been saying that for a while. Mm-hmm. I mean, he won the title in the first place, not due to his own savvy or acumen, Drew McIntyre. He won it because Jacob Fatu started hitting Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but he did massacre Sami Zayn.
But it's been well established that Sami Zayn is several levels below Drew McIntyre, who's already a level or 2 below Cody Rhodes.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that Sami match was essentially a make-good for months, if not years, of not booking Drew like a threat. You get one match against Sami Zayn to look like a legit champion.
Yeah.
Otherwise, WWE Creative is going to embarrass Drew McIntyre because he's losing to Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, too.
Yeah, because he's got to go shoot a movie.
Yeah, he's
not going to be around. Yeah. And that's great for Fatu. But, and you know what? If he's gone for a little while, if he's gone for a month or 2, he come back, fresh coat of paint, take him serious again, and then they'll just have him lose
Be his own worst enemy all over again. Be Hollywood Drew.
I would like that. What if he comes back and he does a thing? It always cracks me up when I hear like somebody from the UK, a Brit, a Scotsman, whatever. do an American accent.
Oh, yeah.
The best is because it literally is. It's one of the best shows of all time. But Dominic West is a Brit who plays a Baltimorean in The Wire.
Yeah.
And they do such a good job casting a lot of ancillary characters who are actually from Baltimore. In Baltimore, I could never, I hear these people talk and I hear the accent and I'm like, oh, that is hard. That is weird.
Mm-hmm.
This guy barely keeps a vague American accent
That's
going.
funny.
But he's so good and the show is so good. You don't care.
Yeah.
But like, it was, there are some things like little idioms where he'll mispronounce. You know, if you say, if you had like a little bit of mustard on you, oh, you missed a spot. Well, he said that, I don't remember this. I don't know why I remember this.
Yeah.
But he's used that phrase and he said, you missed a spot, as opposed to, oh, you missed a spot. You know, like
the emphasis was somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. Or no, it was, you missed a spot. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
Where it's like, you wouldn't say it that way.
No, you missed the spot.
But I want to hear.
Missed is the emphasis.
Right. I want to hear Drew McIntyre do an American accent. That's his gimmick when he comes back.
Yeah.
Like one of the Californians maybe from that.
There you go.
Californians. Cody Rhodes. I came down the 405, got on the 101.
Hey, speaking of which, they took our line about Rhodes to WrestleMania tonight. Commentary did.
Yeah, man. Well, we know it wasn't Road Dogg watching our show. Oh, that's rude. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, it's factually accurate.
But I said it in a snarky way.
Oh, all right. All right, let's talk more detail about the Rhea Jade segment. So Rhea comes to the ring first.
Oh, God, do we?
I'm not going to go verbatim.
Okay.
I mean, we pretty much did a pretty succinct summation of it. But she said, Smackdown, I was going to come and look, here I am. So Jade, come on down. Say what you want to say to my face. So Jade does, shakes Rhea's hand, and pretty much says, I respect you. I respect, how you earned this title shot. I respect how the people appreciate you. I respect how hard you work at the gym. And then she was like, but yeah, you work out in the gym. I'm not impressed. Look at me. I got more muscles. I'm more powerful. I'm more worthy of being WWE champion. At WrestleMania, I'll beat the hell out of you because I am that biatch. And so Rhea thinks about it for a second, extends her hand. Jade shakes it and says, I respect the honesty. I do. Now I know what you think about me. I don't impress you physically, but I have to say you do impress me physically. So then she says, yes, your muscles larger than mine, but you work out for aesthetics. I work out to fight, and we're going to fight. And I'm going to take that title from you, take it with force, and there's not a damn thing you could do about it because I'm that biatch.
She stole her shit.
She did, and then she did the mic drop, too.
Yeah, she did the mic drop. So afterwards, later on, Jade's backstage. Michin stops her. She has kendo stick. Yeah. She says, you forget about me, I still get my title shot. And then I'm like, oh, I did forget about you. So Jade says, she's like, look, I got a lot going on.
It's interesting. I'm going to interrupt here for a second. That Miem says, you forget about me, I still get my title shot, yet the match next week was not advertised as a title match.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's not a title match, or at least it wasn't advertised.
No, commentary, I think Tessitore literally said in non-title bout.
Oh, okay. So because they talk about Michin getting a title shot because she's like, I didn't forget, but why'd you let, Jade says, I didn't forget, but why'd you let Rhea skip the line? Michin says, well, Rhea earned it, but I'm still going to be waiting to take that title. So it's a bit muddy.
So is it a eliminator match, essentially?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's not advertised as such.
Ain't going to win, so.
No, and I just hope they do something meaty with this feud, please.
Which feud? Jade versus Michin? Because
sure,
I feel like we're going to get more of a Jade versus Michin feud on the during the Rhea
I think
feud.
We are.
Yeah.
At least for the next week we are.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be invested in the outcome. That's all I'm asking for the major match. Every match, honestly. But that's too high of an expectation. Your 4 or 5 major WrestleMania matches. Craft the story enough of the story for me to get really invested in the outcomes.
You know what they need to do?
What?
Just copy paste anything Lesnar Reigns. Just spam the finishers. Because the whole premise now is I can take your best shot, but you can't take mine. Let's see him just spam Jadeds.
That's what they're gonna do, man.
Spam Riptides. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Pump kicks, Jadeds.
Yeah.
Riptides. razor's edges.
Yeah.
It's probably what it's going to be.
It was good enough back then for
No, it wasn't
Lesnar
good,
Reigns.
though. It was not good.
How about this? Go home. They do it.
You're just literally describing maybe the worst route they should take with this feud.
Have them do a tug of war. See what happens.
Yeah. We saw what happened with Happy Randy Orton in the ring. He talked a lot.
Happy. He's like, look at my blue shirt. Yeah, he did talk a lot.
He said he was really happy to be mentioned amongst the list of the all-time greats. He says he never considers himself, never talks about himself that way, but he's flattered when he hears that. He says he's proud that people consider me at the top of my game still in the spot I'm in. He says this wasn't handed to me. I earned this in the main event, WrestleMania 42. He did mention, I'd like this part where he's like, I've been wrestling for 20 years. This is only my second Mania main event. It's not a given. Can't take these for granted.
He somehow comes off as humble.
I know.
And genuine, which is great for Randy.
Yep. So he kind of culminates by saying, I feel different about the possibilities, whether it's Drew or Cody, whoever it is, I'm not leaving empty-handed. I'm going in with a chip on my shoulder. I'm leaving with the championship. And he does the RKO thing. But before you get all out, lights go out, Trick's music hits. And he says, Trick says, reporting to you live, the most entertaining superstar alive. Trick Williams has finally arrived. Truth is, I got voices in my head too, and they tell me I got a bone to pick with you. We all know Trick should be in the main event of Mania, getting that shot. But I had another problem with you. You came to my chamber, stood on your tippy toes, and said I was not 6'5".
That's funny.
And so Randy's like, come on.
Randy's having a good time with it. Randy loves Trick, you can tell.
Yeah. And so Trick says, here I am, Randy. In your reach, man-to-man, face-to-face, eye-to-eye. And it ain't because I got my lemon pepper steppers. Before we can get that out, though, RKO.
Let me ask you this, man. I want to get your take on this.
Sure.
I saw some behind-the-scenes stuff of them setting up Trick Williams's Quantum Leap Accelerator.
Uh-huh.
And it was Triple H, of course, talking to Trick about it. And he said, Bobby Roode's going to be pissed because, we're taking his thing. And back then he did it, but it was all cheesy and stuff. But we're sort of, doing it for you, and it's going to be good. And I was like, cheesy? Cheesy?
Wow.
He thought Bobby Roode's entrance was cheesy.
I don't think Triple H knows a whole lot about what makes a cheesy entrance versus a cool one, if that's his opinion.
He was running NXT at the time.
Yeah,
maybe he was just
is that then, Triple H?
Maybe it was maybe he wanted him. He was like intentionally cheesy. Maybe it was because the robe and the glorious. Maybe that's like, it's not metal enough,
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That was a fucking, talk about a WWE 10 out of 10 presentation.
Yeah.
Ooh, glorious. That's such a good song.
It's such a good song. Remember he made his first match at NXT. We were there for it, Brooklyn, where he was on that giant elevated platform.
Talking about scared of heights. Oh my God.
Yeah. And they put so many spotlights on him.
Yeah.
That he was just radiating light off that rope. It was great.
If somebody had, because dude, how do you just retire that song? If they could give that song to anybody, who would it be? I'll be honest. Question. It should be Trick.
Yeah, that was the first name that popped in my head too.
I like the whoop, that Trick. It's very catchy and the crowd loves it. But Glorious is such a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
So later on, Randy bumps into Sami backstage. And Sami says, I heard everything you said. Man to man, I'm happy for you. Can I ask you something? He asked about, how he won the chamber match. Cody did the thing to me in the qualifier. You did the same thing to Cody in the chamber match. How do you do it? How do you talk about him like a close friend and then just drop him? That's what Randy says. Honestly, sometimes you just got to be selfish. Sami says, but doesn't that make you a bad person? Randy's like, I don't know. It makes me a 14-time champion. So,
you could rephrase that as, don't you have a hard time sleeping at night?
Yeah.
Anything, doesn't that make you a bad person?
So then Sami wishes Randy luck, says, I believe in you. Randy says to Sami, I believe in you, and I need you to believe in you. Everyone believes it. Maybe try listening to the voices. Huh? And he leaves. And right in the same path that Randy left, Alistair and Zelina step up.
Yeah.
They need to do something about the staging of some of these completely
They're
unmotivated backstage
sitting
segments.
there breathing right there. Like,
Yes.
how are they not like, hey, dude, can you step?
And like Randy's got beef with Alistair.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then Alistair says, "Don't worry about him, Sami. He can't help himself. It's the nature of the beast."
You're not adding to anything, Alistair.
No.
Why he should have said something like, listen to him. Go bad.
Yeah.
Be a bad man, Sami.
You know, what they're gonna do. They're gonna revisit the Karrion Kross Sami feud, but instead of Karrion, it's Alistair.
Dude. I mean, people have been saying, and you and I have noted, they literally just swapped him out, just completely.
Yeah.
Just fucking completely. They honestly should have just, when Cross was like, when he didn't re-sign, they should have just like recast Karrion Kross character as Alistair with Tom Budgen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My name is Cross. I've got a new visage.
There you go. Yes.
A more handsome man, if I may say.
You're like 2 inches shorter and like 50 pounds lighter.
Atkins.
Yeah, Atkins.
Keto. Keto.
Oh man.
Call me Slim Cross.
There you go. Yeah.
Hungry Cross.
Lash and Nia. Gosh, I can't talk to
Nash. Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Lash and Nia had a championship celebration. Put the whole division on notice, essentially.
Yeah.
They raise a toast. They hold up the titles as Pyro goes off. Charlotte's music hits. Heard Alexa come to the ring, and Alexa pretty much says, "Hey, the reason we lost those titles is because of your interference, so we think we should be first in line for a title opportunity." This brings out Julia and Kiana. Kiana says, hey, I had a great showing in the chamber, including pinning Alexa. She should have mentioned that she pinned Alexa 2 months ago, too.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, we should be in the front of the line to get those tag team titles. So Nick Aldis comes out and says, hey, let's have a match. Winner's number one contender. And match we had.
Yeah, dude. What's up with Julia getting pinned again?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Maybe they're going to do Charlotte and Julia at WrestleMania.
Oh, that could be. That could be. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Julia got pinned during the... no, she didn't. I was going to say during the qualifier, but she did not. Did she get pinned during her?
She got pinned. Right. Remember? Yeah, you were like, or it was another tag because she was like, you were like, why did Julia get pinned and not Kiana?
Yeah.
I think it was something like that.
Oh, it was the tag. It was when they challenged for the tag titles.
Yeah.
Rhea,
Right.
Rhea pinned her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, man.
So early on the show, Aldis is backstage with Mello, and Aldis is really putting Mello over as a great U.S. champion. And he says, Mello's asking, who's my challenger tonight? And Aldis says, an open challenge. Requests have come from all over the world. One person caught my eye, and I think it'll be a great matchup. And Mello's like, who is it? Don't tell me. I'll see him out there. Mello leaves, and Aldis just goes, that's my champion.
You know what? He doesn't give him any headaches, no stress.
Nope.
Easy to work with. You know, I respect that. So we had the match. The challenger was El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. from AAA. Of course, Rey Reyes is this weekend. So I don't know I forget what he's doing there.
He was in a qualifier to be in the Reyes match, but he didn't win it. They mentioned that in the commentary.
Okay, cool. What is happening at Rey Reyes?
Well, you have the Rey Reyes match where winner gets a sword. Is Vikingo and Dom happening there?
Yes, that is happening there.
All right.
It is Dom versus Vikingo. It is Laredo Kid versus Dragon Lee versus TJP versus Jack Cartwheel.
Wow.
For the AAA Cruiserweight Championship? That's cool. Pagano and Psycho Clown versus the War Raiders. Easy win for Pagano and Psycho Clown. And then we have La Parca versus Original El Grande versus Santos Escobar for the Rey Reyes. Man, it's just like 3 WWE guys.
I know.
Hopefully Laparca wins that.
Yeah, I hope so. So Mello comes to the ring. Oh, we already went over who answered the challenge. Anyways, Mello wins. Finish sees Wagner going up top for a moonsault. Mello rolls out of the way, hits nothing but net to get the W. Afterwards, they shake hands. We go backstage. Ilya's back there. Says, let me answer your question with another he's being interviewed. He says, if you keep losing, do you deserve a shot? Other people can, but I never want to be like other people. From the greatest warrior I've known, my mother, a kind woman ridiculed by people she helped every day, sacrificing, carrying everything. When people call me a warrior, it means carrying the burden of being her son. I'm not fighting as she would until I become that again. I will wait. So Miz walks up and is like, you turned down a championship opportunity. What are you doing? So then Kit Wilson walks up, does his thing, calls them both toxic. Ilya says, you say I should take the opportunity. You say I should confront violence. Seems the only solution is stepping in the ring. Fighting is always the answer, isn't it?
He says it all with a smile on his face.
Does.
It was a good delivery.
It really was. So Miz and Kit argue, and Miz says, the leader of the locker room, this is your opportunity. And Kit says, no, he was talking to you. But that match didn't happen.
No, it didn't. I'm assuming that's next week. This was fun. Danhausen showed up. So all this is backstage. Danhausen appears. He was like, I was looking for you, boss, so I can get my demands met. And then, or for the boss. And I'll just like, oh, that's me. He says, you can get me the Hall of Fame induction by giving me a mentor to help me take me to the top. And he's like, I'm not one to find you a mentor, but oh, wait. Hold that thought. And then he goes over and he gets Miz. And he's like, Miz, it's fantastic that a man of your career accomplishments is willing to sacrifice his time to shape the future. I have someone for you to mentor. And Miz is all happy. And he says, a new WWE superstar. Meet Danhausen. And then Miz is like, what? Danhausen's like, Miz, the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. I'm Danhausen. Miz says, he says, no, Aldous, I need somebody to inherit my core values. Not a goth kid nobody invited to the party. And he says, yeah, perfect. You shall make Danhausen a WWE champion and get Danhausen his own television show. Miz is like, no, I'm not. Danhausen, yes, you will. Because if you're not, you are cursed. And then, and Miz is like, whatever. And then Danhausen says, remember what happened to Dom on Monday? And that causes Miz some real concern. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a fun pair right here.
It is.
I'm looking forward to this.
We got tag team turmoil. Number one contenders. We got all we got to see in this match. Motor City Machine Guns. Los Garza's finisher.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was good enough. That's all I need, really.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. And then it's Wepa time. Damian Priest and R-Truth got the win.
They got the win, yeah.
And it's a gauntlet. I love gauntlets.
Yeah, MFT interfered to cost the Wyatts their match. Got to see Los Garza beat Fraxium after Fraxium knockout Motor City Machine Guns. That finish to that one was weird because Saban's getting pinned, and Shelley puts his foot on the rope, but the ref just counts to 3 anyways. And I feel like after the ref got up counting 3, he saw the foot on the rope but didn't wave off the pin.
Yeah, what's done is done. He's probably like, this is a gauntlet. We got a lot of teams to get through.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, you winning this? No, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, right. This is fun enough. We had the MFTs interfering with Gacy and Loomis from Wyatt's. And then, Truth and Priest ended up getting the win on Los Garzas.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wepa time.
So then later on, Gargano's doing his catatonic thing on a road case, and Alex Shelley of Motor City Machine Guns walks up and starts talking to Candace. And then Saban, also of Motor City Machine Guns, walks up to Shelley and is like, Gargano's been so cruel to us. What are you talking to him for? And then gives shit about not breaking up the pin, and Shelley's like, I broke up the pin. Watch the tape. So they
watch the tape, dude.
So they walk off.
If you're going to come with some heat, you need to make sure that you saw what happened.
Who did Chris Sabin think grabbed his foot and put it on the bottom rope?
Lord of Spectre.
Maybe. Anyways, Motor City Machine Guns leave. Candace says to Johnny, we can't keep doing this. You got to go back to being Johnny Wrestling. You got to go back to where you can do it yourself. So Gargano comes to and says, you're right, let's go. And Candace says, where? And Gargano says, to the ring. So before we see what Gargano's going to do in the ring, Uncle Howdy has a promo. So Solo, you keep putting your family members in compromising positions without understanding the weight of consequences. You become attached to something that doesn't belong to you. Will not rest until it returns to me. Your family will constantly be looking over their shoulder to realize there's nothing else to do but run.
Man, better run, man.
So Gargano's in the ring with Candice. He says, Candice is right, one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'm tired of pretending I'm not. It's time everyone, most importantly, time for me to remember who I am. I need to be Johnny Wrestling tonight. This is an open invitation to anyone to get in the ring with me right now. Obafemi answers and destroys him.
Why has this guy not made up his mind on where he's going to go yet?
I don't know.
He has both contracts. Evidently, Pierce had like a game-changing clause in his contract.
So he said.
Yeah, apparently not.
Not enough.
And he's got Rusev to prepare for.
Yeah.
What if he's getting paid by both places right now? So he's like, oh man, on the down low, I'm kind of double dipping. If I sign a contract, I only get one paycheck.
Could be. It's the
right
buy
now,
appearance until he signs the deal, and now he's getting paid double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could be.
He's like, there's probably Saudi show later on, and I don't know about that until it calms down over there. Jesus, what a mess. Would you like to answer some questions?
Let's answer some questions, yeah.
Right. Oh, just a quick reminder also. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We've got this Friendo Club deal that you probably want to get in on because it's coming up. Where the hell is my thing? Smackdown. Get rid of that. And then I need something else here. Where's the
You talking about Friendo Club setup for the March Predictions Challenge?
There it is. Join the Friendo Club. Click join.
Yeah.
Right here, youtube.com/Stephen Larson or patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Go there, click on the Friendo Club setup. And yes, like you were saying, get in on the predictions challenge for AEW Revolution. You win some prizes if you best the Friendos with the predictions. And you also got access to our question threads and bonus episodes. We had to do a couple bonus episodes.
Yeah, we got some bonus episodes to do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do that. And then, of course, we've been talking about this. I ordered for myself some merch today from friendoshop.com.
I saw the confirmation emails.
Yep. Use company money, so it's all good. And I ordered one of each of these shirts that you see, and then the gray hat. So I'm all in on this merch.
I got to be all in on ordering a bunch of melty stuff.
Here's the melty stuff. Again, I want some, what I really want? Because we've sold a lot of this merch in general, including plenty of melty stuff.
Yeah, because the melty stuff is great. All of it's great.
We have a video review coming in from Mr. Dope on the melty hoodie.
Can't wait.
Maybe some more testimonials. Send us a picture of you in your merch at a bar, out on the street, and then let us know in like a caption or something. What did this merch do for you? Were you at a bar and you picked up a stranger for a love reaction? Did that happen? Were you wearing the melty merch and got bullied? Did that happen? I want to know your personal testimonials on what this merch line did for you. That's what I want to know.
All right.
Because I'm going to come up with when I get mine in a couple weeks, 10 days, I think it is, I'm going to go out and about and I'm going to see what happens.
All right.
Sure. So that's what I want. Some testimonials.
All right.
At friendoshop.com, you can get this shit now. Use code Friendo2026. Do not.
Whatever you do.
Don't pay full price.
Do not pay full price.
Yeah, Friendo2026. Still works. Do it.
All right. First question here. You got anything else to plug?
Thigh.
I got you that bad today, huh?
Yeah, you did. That hip ears, man.
Sorry.
I feel like Kota Ibushi right now.
Well, you need to break your leg.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
I don't think you did.
I'm just tough. Yeah.
Anyways, Mr. Sinister here with the first question says, with Triple H being a major part to wrestlers' entrances, do you think he showed Oba the strut for him, or was that all Oba's idea? The latter. Does Triple H work with talent in NXT on entrances?
Yeah, I don't. Well, hold on a second, though. He's very hands-on when it comes to entrances once they get to main roster, but... Yeah. My guess is this. I think you're probably right. It's probably Shawn Michaels and his crew there probably workshop stuff. Mm-hmm. And then if they get to main roster, if it isn't really the thing, then Triple H will,
Fine-tune
change
it.
things.
Yeah.
Javier says, do you see any last-minute pivots for any of the set Mania matches?
Probably not.
I don't see how they would. Like, for the Punk versus Roman, they ain't changing that.
The only way they could change that is if Braun ain't going to make Mania and they put Seth in it.
Well, I already saw that match last year.
Yeah, I know. It was one of the
Darius
three
the Great.
best matches of Mania last year.
It was. It says, if you had to pick one film composer to create a theme for a WWE wrestler, who would it be and for what wrestler?
Oh, wow. Film composer, you say, huh?
Clint Mansell. That's who I would go with.
Doo-doo-doo-doot.
Yeah. And for what wrestler? Julia, because I don't really know what her theme is right now.
Gosh. I'm trying to think of something a little outside the box.
Johnny Greenwood.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah. Sure, Johnny Greenwood.
What wrestler? Need something like real, like something like from There Will Be Blood, like really tense.
Yeah.
Gunther.
That'd be good.
Gunther should be rebranded as an oil man.
There you go.
I'm an oil man.
SJ Collects here says, why are crowds still chanting, we want tables? The use of tables hasn't felt important since the Dudley Hardy era, and I don't get the hype for table spots in this generation of wrestling.
Is it just a thing? Is it just like, it's sort of, they don't even, it's like, hey, we want to be acknowledged. That's what it feels like. We want to be part of this.
I know.
I hate it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's not my favorite thing either.
Dave Matushek says, now with Demolition in the WWE Hall of Fame, who do you think should be the next classic tag team that gets in next year's class?
You want to see Public Enemy in there, don't you?
Yes. Yes. And it needs to be like Public Enemy versus the Gangstas match in ECW needs to be like the Hall of Fame moment, like they had Brett versus Austin.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what match. Just one of the clips I saw on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
And they do the bust where all four of their heads are melded together.
Yeah, but then try to pull apart from each other.
Somebody should do it. Do you remember the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt where it's all in red? It's like a red photograph. And it's like his face, but then there's two faces on either side, and they're all making like angry Stone Cold faces.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I need a bust of that.
There you go.
That's terrifying.
The Stone Cold triptych, huh?
Yes, the triptych. Thank you. What a terrific word.
Go ahead.
Kyle says, who would be the better match for Drew at Mania? Jacob Fatu or Nick Aldis? Dude, I'll be honest. Give me Nick Aldis. I would love to. I just want to see that guy wrestle a match.
I know. Give him one WrestleMania match. Just one.
No, one.
Please. Alex Foster says, I'm only the one thinking they may have Trick and Mello face off at Mania. I could see them starting the feud soonish. Well, it was the reporting was it'd be Sami and Trick, right? At Mania.
Maybe, or did I just make that up?
No, I saw that.
Okay.
I don't think we really talked about it. So.
Okay. I've always said that'd be a good match. Or be a good situation for Trick to be in. They need to bring back bragging rights.
They do?
Like, instead, if you don't want to do brand versus brand Survivor Series, do it at bragging rights. And not the stupid Crown Jewel shit where they have like two matches like for the world champion. Don't do
legit
that.
brand versus brand.
Brand versus brand, bragging rights, and have Pierce versus Aldis.
Perfect.
Love to see that.
That'd be great.
Aldis up.
All right, you ready to blind power rank?
Yes.
I got two options, so we may just do them both for
awesome.
You.
Okay.
We'll do this one first. This is a fun one.
Okay.
Luis wants you to blind power rank NBA jerseys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
These are very specific jerseys, though. Not like Lakers home jersey. It's not like that.
How many are there?
6.
All right, good.
First one is Miami Heat's Heat Culture jersey. Have you seen that one?
I have to probably, but I need to. Oh, wow. That's a very plain Jane.
And why would they have Heat culture on there.
No. So it says an ode to the franchise's famed code of competitive excellence, first established in 1995.
Yeah, I know what the idea of heat culture is, but why would you put that on a jersey?
Well, it's an ode.
Yeah,
this looks like a practice jersey.
I know.
But I don't know what other turds are going to be on here, so I'm going to put this. I'm going to put it low. This is boring. God, this is boring.
It's not a good jersey.
Heat has heat with me. All right, what's next?
What'd you put it?
5.
All right, next is the Sacramento Kings purple gradient jersey.
Oh, I don't mind this.
No, for someone who doesn't like gradients, I'm shocked that you think this is acceptable.
I'm not saying it's acceptable, but it's also like the purple is a pretty dark purple, so it's not that egregious.
I cannot stand when they have the gradient on the court. It's so poorly done. It looks awful.
The thing that I don't hate about this also is that it has black and purple checkers on the side. I always love the checkers.
There are other alternate jerseys. Those are good with the 2 different shades of purple on them.
Yeah, they've got some decent jerseys. Their team fucking sucks though.
Yeah, they're terrible. These jerseys are terrible. Where are you putting these?
Yeah, they're not that bad. I'll put them at number 3. Go
Next
Kangs.
up, Dallas Mavericks graffiti jersey.
Dallas Mavs graffiti jersey. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeesh. Ooh. Golly. Man, that's not good.
No.
There's a way you can make graffiti look super cool. This
Yeah.
is literally not it. This is like the exact opposite. This looks like some fucking Disney shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this might even be worse than the heat culture one. God, this is horrible. I should have put that Kings one higher. Mavs. Be hard pressed to think there's anything worse than this. What's next?
So you're putting that at 7?
6. Are we
6.
doing 7?
Oh,
Is it
6. Yeah, 6. Sorry.
Yeah, worst.
Next up is the Indiana.
And it's got a gradient.
Yeah, the Indiana Pacers hickory jerseys. Throwback.
Oh, fucking A. The white one?
Or there's also, it must be like the road jersey that's got a red.
There's a red one. Either way. Oh, this is beautiful. The home one is fucking gorgeous. Boy, I love that. That's so old school. But then it's got the cool piping on it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's cute. I like that a lot. I don't know what else is going to be on this list. I'm nutting over this, though. I'm going to put Hickory at number 1.
Yeah, it seems like that's a... Next up is the bright yellow Utah Jazz jersey. You want to see a plain jersey, look up this one.
Yeah, dude, I'll be honest with you. I fucking rock with this.
I do?
Yeah, I do. Wait, let me... isn't it kind of a vault?
No, it's just a really bright yellow. This is the plainest shit possible.
Yeah, I know, but there's something about it that design-wise really speaks to me, dude.
What's the design? It's font on yellow.
No, I like this. I dig this, dude. I'll be honest with you. I'm down with... I don't know why, dude. The font is very... It's European. This looks nice.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, but in absence of something, there is something.
No, there's nothing there.
Dude, I like this. I'm putting this number 2. Jazz. Yeah, I'm down with this, man.
So what spot do you have left?
Number 4, right in the middle.
Number 4 is Sacramento Kings golden purple jerseys.
Yeah, nailed it.
No, you didn't. You had Utah at 2. No,
I'm cool with that, dude. I like that the shade of yellow. Number 1 is beautiful. It is like just this side of Volt. I've watched games with these jerseys and I'm like, dude, I kind of rock with those. Those are cool. Yeah, dude.
Utah might have the most boring jerseys in the league.
Well, it's not this one. This one looks cool as hell. It's like you're playing in some shady Euro league. That's what it looks like. And it's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Anyways. And then like the fucking road ones. They're just like black with the yellow. With it's just inverted, but it's black and it's got like
it
yellow.
says Utah on there. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
No, it's so dull.
Oh, it's fucking minimalist, man.
The irony of you with everything going on in the background, you like the most boring jerseys.
I'm a complex individual, Larson. What do you want from me? Let me see what else we have for you. I know we got a blind power rank here for Larson. Let's see here. See, I like when there are a variety of good and bad. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Right. Let's do it.
Jake the Snake and Bake has blind power rank these actors that play music by their musical prowess.
Oh, wow.
There are 7 of them.
This is going to be interesting.
All right. And I'm sure you're probably reasonably aware of what they all can do.
Yeah.
Number 1, probably the most successful actor turned musician, Jared Leto.
Ugh.
Well, there's there's actually another name on here might rival him, but 30 Seconds to Mars is pretty.
Yeah, they were
deal.
pretty popular for a time.
Pretty big deal.
Not necessarily for me. Not a huge fan of Jared Leto.
But you can't argue that the guy's been very successful.
Very successful. But what is the premise here? You got to rank it based on.
I guess their musical prowess, so that's subjective. It's up to you, I suppose.
There's been a lot of musical acts been wildly successful that I can't stand.
Okay.
Success isn't necessarily a metric to determine quality.
But you need some amount of.
There's probably worse. So I'm putting Jared Leto at 5.
Wow, that low?
Yeah.
The guy's been wildly successful. Okay, moving on.
So?
Number 2.
2.
I'm saying like a little bit of objectivity
I
here.
didn't put him at 6 or 7.
When you see some of the other names on here. All right, next up. Keanu Reeves, who played bass for
Dogstar. I saw they got a new album coming out.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, in a tour. Yeah, they got back together. Been touring pretty regularly.
I love Keanu.
I did too.
I've never heard a song of theirs, though.
Nor have I. Number 3, because Keanu seems like a cool dude.
Okay, but that's not... Okay. Next up. This guy I've seen him play the banjo. Steve Martin can rock the banjo.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's really good. He's like a fucking pro-level banjo guy.
Yeah.
He has like records.
Yeah, number 1.
Okay. All right.
I'm not even into bluegrass.
Yeah, I know, but I could listen to it.
Yeah.
Next up. Not often, but
no.
Johnny Depp in the Hollywood Vampires. He plays guitar.
Yeah, I know he's played guitar he's guested on a couple of records. I don't know if I've ever heard him play guitar. Let's see. What do I got here? 2, 4, 6, and 7. I guess I got to put him at 4.
Okay.
Because
what do you have left? What do you have left?
I have 2, 6, and 7 left.
2, 6, and 7. Okay. Next up is Jack Black, obviously from Tenacious D.
Well, he's more of a musician turned to actor musician, isn't he? Isn't Tenacious D start like kind of concurrently with his acting career?
Well, he's on the list. It didn't say actors turned musician. It say actors that play music.
Gotcha. I can't put him 6 or 7, so I guess he's at 2.
All right. Next up, this guy I feel might rival in terms of success Jared Leto.
All right.
And he is terrific. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Jamie Foxx is really good.
He is really good.
So I got to put him at 6. I'm not going to put him at 7.
Just below Jamie Foxx then. You have ranked. And I will say correctly at number 7. Probably Corey Feldman.
I've only seen his attempts at guitar solos.
Oh, man, that was fun. Anyways, that is going to do it for the show today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, most likely live. I think we'll probably do it live on Monday for our Raw review. And hopefully you'll join us there. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and notify bell. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.